See if everything's all good. Check YouTube. Make sure that's
Goldberg. Goldberg.
Goldberg sucks, bro. I'm not gonna lie. When you look back at it, that man should not be in no damn Hall of Fame.
It was his
Nah, but
character,
the,
not his
nah,
wrestling.
but the spear though.
His character was built off on a undefeated streak.
Yeah,
He
that's
didn't
all I
really do
need.
nothing in WWE. Like
Yeah,
he won the belt and then still lost to Triple H. So I mean,
I
I
sent
don't
the
know.
link tree link.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Okay,
He
okay.
speared Brock Lesnar.
All right. So what is episode 16 of Delayed Takes? I'm your host Saint. We got Kiki the Don, King Kareem,
Yes, sir.
and Werewolf in this motherfucker. So
Yo,
yeah. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. We've been MIA, but we back on it. That's
Yeah,
our
that's a
fault.
song.
Yeah, definitely been in my.
But yeah, we all trying to catch up on topics and whatnot. But I'm not gonna lie, let's jump at this Dragon Ball stuff because I've been wanting to talk to Kiki about this. Me and him have been beefing about this mug. He let's just get into it, bro. Like, how y'all felt about that trailer announcement? Like, y'all for it? Like, how's everybody?
which trailer announcement?
Hell no, dude.
I mean, for what it is, like, yeah, like for what it is, like.
It's Dragon Ball Daima or
Oh, that's a new show
More like
for the
Dogma.
in the,
Or Magic.
Magic.
The Magic School Bus.
Is that for the new stuff in the manga that they were talking about, like
No.
the Frieza body?
No.
This has
This is
absolutely nothing to do with the manga.
nothing to do with it.
Oh Lord,
It is a full-on show. Kiki, explain to me, bro, because I didn't read any articles or see any interviews about it. Is this canon or is it not canon, brother?
They haven't said anything about it if it's canon or not, but I would imagine that it's probably not. Like I don't know. It wouldn't surprise me because Akira Toriyama kind of be doing the screw you, so he might say, he might come out and say, that nigga don't really do interviews no more, so yeah, we just kind of gotta wait and see. I ain't gonna hold you. But if you had to ask me, I personally think that it's probably not. Like I think this is just like a little side thing he just kind of doing. And that's really just it.
I truthfully feel like this man is being so petty, and it's not like I'm just pulling this out of my ass. Like I feel like
I'm fine
petty.
with that.
Let's break it down. What I mean here, when you go to Dragon Ball Evolution, that mug was just atrocious. That movie was so bad it brought him out of a Dragon Ball retirement, which I'm not gonna say he hates Dragon Ball, but like he doesn't want to be just known just for Dragon Ball. Like he was like done with it, whatever. And that movie brought him back from the dead, like the Undertaker said, "Oh nah, let me put some respect on my name, man. Put that Dragon Ball Super." He did that.
Back.
Then the Broly thing. He's been well known not to like Broly. It's just a fact at this point. Like he didn't like Dragon Ball Z, Broly the movie, and I know he don't like Bob Broly. Nobody likes that.
I mean, you can't really fault him for not liking Broly. Like as a character, Broly's really just a meathead. Like, well, at least the Z version.
I feel like he's an evil Hulk, and I get it. And so he listen. He was in his bag, and he did the Broly super movie. Fire, 10 out of 10, a classic, arguably a huge upgrade. And anybody telling you it's not is they tripping. I get it. But this shit here, bro, the GT pettiness, bro, to make his own Dragon Ball GT, ain't nobody asked for this. Don't get me wrong. The animation,
who asked for this? Honestly,
nobody asked for this. Two, we still waiting on Super, brother. Like, I don't want to hear this. Oh, it had an ending. No, it didn't. That was such a cop out,
bro. We
rushed ending. We got a manga still going on, and it's like, brother,
it's something that's going on at Toei that's permitting them from not that because let's be for real. If they could have did Super by now and did the manga tracks, they would have been did them. It's something going on at Toei that's making them niggas not able to do it, bro. I don't know what it is, but
is it a scheduling conflict? Is this niggas dying? What's the issue, brother? Like what?
I don't really know what the issue is, but something is going on at that facility, at that sweatshop that's making them niggas not be able to do that, bro. Because think about it. Whether you love or hate Dragon Ball, like the anime, it's probably one of Toei's, if not the highest Toei thing that they're known for. So you know they're gonna try to cash in and get as much bread off it as possible. So I mean, something is going on to the point where they're like, dang, like I'm sure they know. Look. They know fans want that moral arc and granola arc animated. They know they do, but something is probably stopping them from that happening. Unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't know, man, because he turned to Game of Thrones, brother. I hate that fat bastard that doesn't finish his books and doesn't finish his shows. So I really like, come on, man. Like, I need you to do one thing at a time, brother. Like, you jump into this bullshit GT Dragon Ball magic crap. Like, listen, animation cool, brother. I don't need to see baby Trunks and baby Goten again. They just became teenagers, like damn near young adults, and you putting them back as babies? Come on, fam. It's not it. It's not it.
That's what that is. Yeah, no. I've already had my PTSD from that. I rock with GT, but they don't need to do it again.
Yeah.
Listen, if Super Saiyan 4 not
it's
in
not
it,
going to reach the success.
I'm not gonna lie.
It probably won't even reach the popularity or revenue or whatever of like GT. This show.
Well, the thing is, I feel like it's like because the thing is, it's supposed to be 15 episodes from what I heard, and it's supposed to be like 30 to 45 minutes. So it's already not really even trying to reach that length that GT even had. I think it's just a short little story from start to finish. It's like I said, this is I'm not getting a GT vibes from this show. I'm getting a Dragon Ball Chubba Adventures from this show. That's what I'm getting from it, and that can either be a good thing or a bad thing depending on how they do it.
no, this might looking bad to me, brother. Like, I don't think it's gonna be a bad show, but it's just like
This is like a workshop. You write something for the assignment and turn it in.
yeah, like
and
you know how
hope and pray to God you get a good grade.
Yeah.
yeah,
I'm like,
brother.
if this is just I'm gonna see what I can do type story. Probably it's it's obviously just the way it is looking. It's probably a spinoff, obviously, because there's no manga that reference something like this. The end of Z, like when is that gonna come up?
I don't
I don't even think it is
bro.
at
I'm
this
gonna be
point.
upfront with you. Them niggas don't even know at this point. Like they don't know because if
They
you want to
don't
get
even know it exists.
because if you want to get if you really want to get technical, we really should have been at if you want to get really technical. Technically speaking, we really should have been at the end of Z, but after the Zamasu arc. If you want to get really technical,
Yeah, they're just now. Seems like they're just rewriting the
Yeah, because I
ending.
mean, when you look at Superhero and Broly, that already broke the N of Z at that point. Like we beyond that.
Yeah, and are they like retconning or just rewriting?
It's
well,
damn
yeah,
sure
but it's like I
retconning.
keep telling y'all,
Yeah.
like that end of Z, what we see at them last 4 episodes of that tournament is gonna be vastly different. Like it's not gonna be that same. It ain't gonna be the same tournament. Like they're not even going to probably reference the whole little. It's been 10 years since they fought Boo. Like they not even gonna probably reference that. They gonna probably say it's been 20 years or da 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 da.
Okay, yeah.
Like
So
that.
they're probably just gonna erase that last episode. It never happened, so they can keep
he's
milking
basically
the
rewriting
story.
the end of Z in real time, but just adding extra stuff that happens before it. If you really
So
think about it,
he's pulling a Scott Cawthon, just writing shit backwards.
That too.
Then people who don't know who Scott Cawthon is, he is the creator of Five Nights at Freddy's. He had to write the story backwards to get more deep. Yeah, because he did not plan all this shit. He wrote one story, it blew up. He tried to make, okay, this here's some little backstory, and that blew up. And then he's like, oh shit, I actually gotta write a fully fledged universe that dates decades into the past. So he had to write it backwards before he can continue writing it forward.
That was probably really stressful.
Oh yeah,
God,
you got
8 years of that. 8 years.
Yeah, that That don't
8
sound
years,
right, brother.
and he was uploading games every like 6 months for a while, because Five Nights at Freddy's 1 and 2, and I think 3 were not even a year apart. It's like several
that
months
that
gaps.
nigga in his bag now. The movie just dropped. Niggas saying it's kind of heat, so he in his
Uh,
bag now.
I mean, I was gonna say that for next week, but listen, we could talk about it now. Did anybody watch it?
I haven't
Five Nights at
watched
Freddy's
it.
movie?
I haven't watched it. I
Nope.
heard it's good. The only person I know out of our friends list that has watched it is Docs, and he said it's pretty good. So
Only people
So-
I know that in it are my internet people.
What I'm hearing is that this is a fan movie, meaning if you have no idea what the fuck these characters are, you would be very confused, and you might see this as a poorly made horror movie, which some critics, for like fan side, they don't even consider it a horror movie, because one is PG-13. So it's almost like a Goosebumps type story. It's like fun, catchy.
horror
There's
movies can be
jokes.
PG-13.
Well, to be fair, I'll say
It's soft. They don't go too deep, even though there is some crazy scenes. Spoiler.
Goosebumps has one of the most not gruesome, but it's one of like the creepiest like
they're creepy
like episodes. Like that Mask episode still
They got a
creeps me
lot
the
of
fuck
creepy
out,
episodes like
yeah,
that.
it's a very eerie show. But this is more like sinister, but it's still not being too violent or not showing so much violence. I mean, there's one scene where a person gets, spoiler, sliced in half, but it's a shadow. You just see the shadow of the half of the corpse drop. You don't see blood and guts and gore and whatnot. Even the scene with the spring lock suit malfunction, which in detail wise, you're basically getting pinned. Like pins are injecting inside your body and crushing your bones and whatnot. That scene wasn't really that bloody. It kind of like dimmed down on the blood. You don't see all of the pins going inside the main villain's body. So it seems like it appeased the audience, right? You go and look at the audience score, it's high B plus. Critic score, yeah, it's in the dirt. But one movie that has that exact ratio, Super Mario Bros. And what did it achieve? Over $1 billion. So critics, their reviews don't
Did
mean
critics
shit.
it? I thought
the critics it's certified shit for critics. The Super Mario Bros. is, I think, it's not a tomato score. It's like that goof score. If you look on the audience side, they really loved it. And it made over $1 billion. And this one, it's broken even. It's probably gonna be more successful when it comes to like revenue than the Marvels someone has speculated.
Yeah, I see. It's 59% by critics, but 95% on audience.
Yeah. So the audience who really knows the story obviously will love it.
Five Nights at Freddy's, it's at 25%. That's lower than what it was before. I want to keep in mind 131 reviews by critics, and audience score is at 89%. And like you said, with Delayed Productions Docs Brando, he put out a review on his Twitter page, and eventually I'll try to see next episode Delayed Takes if I can get him on to give like a full review, and I'll try to watch it today. If not, maybe we can have a stream night for it. Who knows? I think it is on the Peacock app. So
yeah, it's on Peacock and in theaters. I heard somewhere if you go to theaters, you get like a trial for Peacock, but it's probably. That chance is probably over now.
Do you
Do
y'all think they should have just released that in theaters though? Like just not even put it on Peacock?
Peacock.
Well, this is a low budget movie, $30 million. So
it already made its money. It made 130 mil.
Yeah,
already. So
with the break even stuff, it
was a 25 million budget.
Then you add in the production, not production. You add in the trailers, so Just round it up to
So they made their money
30
back
million.
again. So they made their money.
They made it back.
They made
Yeah,
it back,
so-
and then they made it back in a little bit more.
30 million
Yeah.
times 2. That's what they have to make to break even. If they obviously that's over 100 revenue. So they made their money, and those people have signed what a 3-movie deal. So there's definitely
I
gonna be
didn't know that
sequels.
one.
Yeah. There's gonna be sequels. They even
Niggas-
teased at the
niggas
end
saw-
of
Niggas
the
saw
main
Shaggy in the
character.
trailer and said, "I'm all for it."
Oh yeah, he's got a contract, and that villain character, his character lasts. From game perspective, I think 5 games in or 6 games before they actually finally kill that dude. No, they don't even kill that guy because it gets really complicated with the story. So what's his name? William Afton? Yeah, he's the guy who killed all the children. His conscience gets put in a game called the Five Nights at Freddy's VR, and his conscience gets thrown into a person in the living who embodies his rage and goes on a killing spree. It is so stupid, man. It's it gets so weird, but yeah, whatever that actor's name, yeah, he's gonna be around. I think a couple more times. But with the Five Nights at Freddy's, their timeline is not the same as the games, because the games take place in different time periods: 83, 87, 1993, 2020, and onward. But they're trying to pull everything into one timeline, because one of the characters in the movie, Vanessa wasn't shown until Security Breach, which is the game that came out last year on the PlayStation. She was never a character in the other games. So they're pulling all of these characters into one timeline so it can be easier to follow for the general audience.
Yeah.
So that
Wait,
was
but you're a big fan of this. Why didn't you watch it? I gotta know.
I'm not that big of a
You
fan.
breaking this all down, brother. You got the whole lore. I need to know why.
I've listened to all the theories. I watched. I'm the type of person that likes looking but not doing. Like, I don't play the game. I like looking at it and listening to game theory or other people. Yeah, I haven't read the books.
You can watch this movie, brother. Nah, we doing the stream night. You got to watch this with us.
I'm the person that sits on the fence and looks at the game. I don't have to be there. I just spectate. But yeah, they're pulling everybody in this one timeline. So this is where, this is how they're gonna make things easier to understand for the casual audience when it goes into the sequel, then to probably a trilogy. And if somehow people still want it and they're still getting money off of it, they can make prequels if they want, with how the villain became the killer, why did he kill, why he was obsessed with his daughter's loss and whatnot.
Hey, don't spoil nothing else, brother. You going on a rabbit hole.
Oh my god, it's a fucking Alice in Wonderland hole.
But while we're talking about movies, I guess we can get into this my movie review for The Killer of the Flower Moon.
Yay! How was that?
Martin Scorsese and It's crazy that Martin Scorsese is still directing movies, and he's like, what, 80 plus? How old is he? Like, he's up there in age.
Keep on going.
He's killing it. And you got Robert De Niro, Leonardo DiCaprio, Lily Gladstone, and I guess you could say those are the leads of this movie, because it's based on a true story of the Osage family, the Native Americans. And I don't want to spoil it too much, but they didn't have a good land, but they got lucky because their land has oil. And you know what that is? That's money. That's instant money right there. And
yep.
It's a really, really dark movie. It's surprising. It's a lot of scheming, but it's a romance movie that you don't see often, like a very toxic like romance because like the whole thing is
you can just go on the E channel.
because you know what Leonardo DiCaprio's character Ernest, it's not a spoiler, this is a real life event, but
Yeah.
he's pretty much scheming with his uncle William Hay, who's the sheriff of the town, and I think this takes place in Oklahoma, if I'm not mistaken. I think it does. They basically are scheming the base to get all the land from them. They married the Native Americans, and well, like look at that. It's white men marrying Native Americans for that land and killing them off to get that land, essentially get all that money, to inherit all that money. And the links that you see the character Ernest, played by Leonardo DiCaprio, is just insane, brother. I won't like spoil nothing else. You go watch it. My only issue with the movie is I listen to Movie Guys podcast. That's the homies, and eventually we'll do a crossover episode with them. But they enjoyed, like they feel like the link was right, and they enjoyed it and feel that it was dragging. But for me, I felt the opposite. Like I kind of feel like it's getting to the point where I already know it. Going back to this movie, I don't think I will. I might, just because the performances were really that good, but I'm like, these movies going on to damn near 4 hours, I'm getting kind of over it a little bit. Like The Irishman, great movie. Like Martin Scorsese was in the bag.
Really good.
But 9 times out of 10, I'm not going back to that movie. Because the pacing, it's a one-shot film, and then like the pacing to me just feels real slow. I don't know, but it's really great performances. There's I wouldn't even say cameos, but there's like people in there I won't spoil. Well, actually I'll say like Brandon Fraser's in there. And it came out of nowhere. He was in there for maybe 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And he shined. It was like kind of like how Oppenheimer, where you have a lot of these stars that are in there.
Josh. Yeah, the guy from
you had Josh Peck in there. You had
Huey. Huey was there.
Yeah, Huey from The Boys. Rami Malek, he was in there for maybe approximately like 6 minutes, 7 minutes. And he stole the show.
Yelena Belova. Well, that fucking actress. What's her name? Black
Florence Pugh. Sister. Yeah, Florence Pugh.
She was there.
And that was the same thing I got from this movie, where you had certain people in there, like Brandon Fraser, that came out of nowhere for me. I didn't even know he was in the film. Killed it. Like, I can't knock any other issues with the film. Like, it's really good. It's very beautiful. The set pieces don't look cheap or anything. Like, you can tell that $200 million budget, that's what they spent. Yeah, around $200 million. You see where it went to. It was to make it really look like you were there. And at that time, it wasn't no cheap Hulu, and especially Hulu. They be doing cheap sets and stuff, and Netflix where not green screen, where it's just like you this look like you did this in somebody's living room. This don't look like an actual like set, brother. Like you can tell
it's like one of those you build a small town set.
Yeah.
Like almost old westerns, really.
Like because it's a little bit after that time period.
Yeah. What was this? Were there cars?
Yeah, there were cars in there, so it's like literally right after.
Century.
Yeah,
probably. Like
so I think it's really good. I think there's gonna be a debate and an argument on who's gonna win, like the best performance or movie of the year. It's for sure. You got Oppenheimer in there. Don't care what people say. Across the Spider-Verse is in there. Of course, you have to have Killer the Flower Moon in there, and Barbie. Like those are like the movies I think people are gonna have debates about it. But for sure, then nobody's gonna have debate. And I hate to say this, like
shout out Barbenheimer.
Margot Robbie did her thing, but nobody's touching Lily Gladstone's performance. Like she has moments where, like, to describe her character is a very strong, like, woman. Like she's one of those strong Native Americans where she knows that she's surrounded by wolves, as she said in the movie, and you don't see her like full emotions, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like you just hope you hold yourself at like a standard, but when she breaks down, seeing like her family members getting killed, you see the emotions, and I don't think nobody's touching her performance as far as a female actor or actress in the industry right now. But Leonardo DiCaprio, there's gonna be a debate. I think Cillian Murphy was better in my opinion, but the way he does like his emotions is crazy. And I don't know, man. Like it's gonna be a debate for years to come, and for sure when it comes to award ceremonies and whatnot and all these award shows. But definitely recommend it. I gave it an 8 out of 10, I believe. I'll even give it a 9, saying it right now. If I said 8, but I'll give it a 9 because I really can't knock nothing for this movie. So I recommend it. And it was made by Apple. So, they got crazy budget, and it's gonna probably go to Apple TV eventually. So you're not a to the movies, there you go. But yeah, that's my movie review. I think any other movies that come out this year, we'll definitely have our own movie awards.
Marvels.
We'll go ahead and do it.
Yeah.
But the Marvels, I might watch that. I'm not sold on it yet. But we will not talk about the rumor. Well, hell, we can transition into the Marvel topics, but
Power.
we'll talk about that. We'll just say in the Marvels there is a rumor of an X-Men character. I think it's gonna be at the end credits, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure how it is. I just know we know there's that character. I'm just not gonna say it because it's a huge spoiler. But if you're X-Men fan, you might. I don't know if this movie's gonna be worth it, but I'll let you know when the movie comes out, and I'll watch it just for podcast purposes. But
what is it? Is it tied to Galactus?
No, it's a character that shows up. And let's just say it's one of those things where we've been talking about the build up to the Secret Wars and all these legacy characters coming back.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of those characters where if you're an X-Men fan, if you don't like this character, you're not an X-Men fan. I'm sorry. Like I got to question you because this is one of the coolest characters in there, and it's not one for us. It is a spoiler. It's not from the First Class universe, where they soft rebooted and had Michael Fassbender and all them people. It's one of the OG characters from, I'll just say, from the original first 3 X-Men movies.
Who the fuck is this? I'm trying to think. The Storm?
No, I'm not gonna say who it is. I'm not gonna say who it is on screen.
Hold on. Okay, so this character could be in the Marvels. Let me look at the Marvel cast. We have Captain Marvel, Ms. Marvel, Monica, the new Ronan the Accuser lady, maybe some Kree. So what?
I'm gonna type it up. I'm gonna type.
I will type it in the private chat.
Yeah, I'm like,
okay.
Yeah. So that's one of those things where that actor specifically, I'm like, nah, I go crazy for it because I liked him in the animated series, liked him in the comics. It damn sure loved him when he popped up. He wasn't there for that long, but when he was there on screen, it was like, oh, this is awesome. You know what I mean? So that's a cool little thing. If you're in the X-Men, you should be excited about the future per se of that Secret Wars movie. What were you gonna say, Kiki? Look like you was about to say something.
Nah.
Oh, okay.
So this person's gonna be
just that I had already knew he was gonna be in the movie then.
Yeah, he's gonna be in the Marvels movie. Speaking of Marvel,
but I had saw it the other day.
Speaking of Marvel, though, we didn't talk about the Daredevil Born Again script. We haven't had a chance to talk about it, but that whole debacle, it had the timeline going crazy.
Yeah,
did y'all see it?
I heard that they were eight episodes written and they scrapped the whole thing.
Yeah.
What's that fucker's name who plays Kingpin?
Vincent D'Onofrio.
Just call him Private Piles.
I want to call him the fucking roach guy from MLB. Brother. He got off of social media because he couldn't. It seems like he couldn't handle some certain type of criticism, and it got to him. So he went like He blacked out, not blacked out, but he just got off Instagram or whatever page. I heard
I saw the
about that.
opposite. I saw the opposite for that. He actually
What
talked
happened?
about like so because you know he's one of the producers of it. Like he gets hands on like creative, like not creative control per se, but if it pertains to his character in the show as itself,
Yep.
he's putting in the work to be like, okay, this is not gonna work. We need to stick with this and this and this. You know what I mean? Like it's one of those. It's like what's the best way to? Oh, you know how Henry Cavill had his input with The Witcher.
Yes.
That's kind of like the same situation here, where it's like, if he knows it's not right, we gonna scrap all of this and do what it needs to do. And even Kevin Feige had an issue. He was just like, this is not good. It's reported that like they weren't gonna have Daredevil in the costume at all till like episode 4.
Why?
This ain't no
He's
fucking
already
season one.
established.
Well,
Season
apparently,
one.
this Born Again thing it's not a continuation. It's a
reboot.
Reboot.
At
I
that
mean, it's in the
point, why
title.
would it have to be a reboot for real if he was in She-Hulk? Like, bro, what are we doing?
Well,
I
I've
don't
heard
know.
rumors that they are planning a soft reboot because the current phase and the previous phase are just not working out. A lot of TV shows are being delayed / canceled. Things are not connecting like the previous movies. Things are not being talked about. They're not connecting. This whole Kang multiverse debacle is it's weird because you got all the Kangs, right? Kang is supposed to be like this in-game threat. But then you have what's happening like with the Eternals, and I have to keep bringing up the Eternals. These are
Celestials.
just some
Right,
fucking
those
celestial beings.
and like Kang is the type of dude that could probably clap a Celestial. So at this point, what are we doing, bro?
It's like, what's going on here?
But
And you make
before we
these
even-
movies, right, that don't tie in the bigger picture. Just like it's in their own little world. Like Thor. The fuck? Why are we looking at Thor? He's getting another movie. He's gonna fight Hercules. Like, is his stuff gonna tie with what's happening? 2 years from now?
Because at this
like,
point, when
they're
he's about
making
to
their
fight
own little
Hercules or something,
things here.
Like he about to fight. It's like this. Like, are they trying to do like a siege on Asgard thing now? Like, bro, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Well, before even like getting that Kang conversation, but yeah, Daredevil, they've actually like let go of the writer.
Yep.
The people that was involved with that, they cleaned house. Like that's whatever monstrosity they were about to come up with is dead. They're
Put bleach on that
restarting completely. I wouldn't say it's on a level of like Blade because that's just I don't think that movie's ever coming out, to be quite honest with you. Yeah, that's pretty much like cooked right now. But I think they're putting in the effort to be like, hey, let's do this right. And also I saw yesterday actually the official showrunner for the Daredevil show is what's up, Alex? Yeah, the topic right now we're talking about the Daredevil script being rebooted for the MCU. But yeah, the showrunner for that show for Daredevil is the Punisher. So yeah, people are coming back. Yeah, John Berthau, is that how you say his name? From Walking Dead. Shane.
Let me tell you something.
And the loud ass grunts he's doing.
They're in the wood.
He's coming back for sure. And
I like that actor.
The fact that they're keeping him as a showrunner,
we're lost, man. We're lost. Stop acting like you know the way, like you know the way ahead.
Well, yeah, he's coming back, so I have hope in that. And then there was talk about like a Spider-Man crossover, and you'd already know Vincent D'Onofrio said on stage when they announced the Daredevil show that like Kingpin's gonna whoop his ass. Like we gonna figure that out and get it to happen. So I can see what they're gonna try to do, and probably do something bigger like a movie.
I am here to kill you.
But yeah, that's just one of those things where like Marvel's kind of got us. That was Jonathan the Majors. Oh man. Okay. You asked that. You asked that question,
Jonathan
Alex.
Majors.
Jonathan Majors does dress pretty bad, brother. He had that fedora hat on, or not a fedora. What's it called? Like,
Look,
Duckbill cap.
I see some of Jonathan Majors fits. I think he make a hell of a slave in movies.
Like how
I'm talking
dare,
about
like
where
how
you broke
dare,
up that.
He
how
could have
I'm
been
talking
a
dare
about
they,
where you
mandingo
broke
like
up
how
Puerto
that
dare they
fight.
use
Rican.
that
I'm
boy
not gonna
bombs
hold you.
in
His
that
fits is
Jonathan
horrible.
Majors ass outfit. How dare they do that?
listen,
How
brother,
dare
Jonathan Majors, he dressed bad, brother. He do need to stop. Like I will say, when it came to Creed, though, and he was dressing up as a that One Piece character, he killed it. He killed it. He did his thing.
When they force him into actual modern day clothes, he looked good. When he's stuck in 1932, wrap it up, buddy. You're done.
Put it like
The
this, Alex.
masturbation party.
He definitely dressed like he's going. No, he dresses up like he's in the extra of like the Great Debaters or something, brother. Like I don't know what he got going on.
Paul Revere ass fit.
But... oh man.
Like the founder of Shield.
Well, we could talk about it, bro. Jonathan Majors in the whole Loki. How far are you guys in Loki season 2?
I'm caught up.
I'm behind.
Did a new episode drop?
Yeah, new episode did
Yeah,
drop.
that's weird.
I saw last week.
Oh boy,
Hold
it'll
on.
leave you like, oh my god, what the fuck is gonna happen?
I saw every episode except for probably the last episode that dropped because it's like it was one of those weeks where we ended up pushing it back or when we ended up pushing the pod back or something. And I had said, all right, bet, let me catch up into everything. I'm like, all right, bro, let me see this. Let me see what episode dropped. Oh yeah, episode 4 did not. Yeah, no, last one I saw was the Jonathan Majors joint.
Yeah, the Victor Timely episode. That's the last one I saw. The prototype. Like he killed it, bro. He killed it. That was one of the best. In my opinion, that was one of the best like Disney like shows.
Hey,
like,
yo, crack lens, go watch it. No,
man,
go to Creeper. This season's been cool. It's been good.
Like the season's been really good.
This show has not been Loki's only show I really feel like will not fall off.
Like the only reason I didn't watch this week's episode because I'm not gonna lie, they tried to charge me $22. You know, I got that Hulu Disney Plus. I was just like, this is the only show left that I'm watching. Like, is this shit worth
you better go
get. Yeah, I'll get that. You better go. I go to my destination.
Yeah, you better put online blah 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 season 2
allegedly
in your fucking Google browser and hit the first link you see.
You better find a Telegram and bootleg that. You hear me?
Right?
You hear me?
Because here's the thing, I got Disney Plus for like $2. It's just the Hulu side of it where I'm like, I haven't watched nothing from Hulu since like Minds.
You don't need to get Disney no
get
more
that
money.
shit off your fucking bill.
You don't need to get Disney no more money. Like, what are we talking? Abbott Elementary ain't even out yet.
Yes.
Bro. Like, what we on right now?
Oh man, I don't know, brother. Hulu hasn't been doing it for me. But you can get into it because I mean, I'm gonna watch it somehow. You can get into what happened because I was kind of confused on why people were like, "Oh, they're rebooting it completely. Like the Kang's over with," and I'm just like, that don't make sense. From there's multiple like, Kangs. Like, how could it?
Bro, that's what I'm saying. It's like it's one of those things where it's like you're gonna have to make your own theory till you actually see what they're gonna do. Then if they do something you don't like or something that you feel like don't make sense, then say something. It's just like in the moment you don't even know the whole story yet, bro.
Yeah, because
what's going on for real.
I saw people running with it, trying to say drastic decision like he's gone. I'm like, that's not how it works, brother. Like I don't think you've been watching the show.
The Kang is gone. Like all the Kangs are gone.
Yeah, that's what they were trying to run with. I'm just like, that don't even make sense.
But... okay, so it depends on the theory, and that involves the recent episode, which, if you haven't seen it,
I have not.
Listen, I just say spaghetti. That's all I saw on the timeline. So I got
okay. Did you see the night? Okay, did you see the Chicago episode?
Yeah, the prototype. Yeah.
Okay, so if you read like the location, Timely, this Kang was on the sacred timeline, so he was in the canon or the the main universe.
Yeah, I know he was. Somebody put him there as a baby in the sacred timeline, but I thought when
No,
that
no,
went
no,
to
no, no. No one put him
Chicago,
there. That
didn't.
was not Kang. That was just a variant on the main universe. He didn't become a Kang until someone manipulated his pathway. So when you see the future, time skip, it says alternate branch.
Yeah, that's why I thought Chicago was an alternate branch when they went back.
Not at
when
first.
Mobius got there in Loki.
That was the alternate version. When Renslayer went there, that was the main timeline. And when she put that book, it branched out. So what they're saying now is because of Renslayer branching that timeline, he became the first of Kangs. That's what that theory is saying. That he is now the first Kang that will develop all the other Kangs in the future, but we haven't seen the rest because there's 2 more episodes left. And if you haven't seen the recent one, some big shit went down, and now we can only speculate two things. I'm not gonna say though.
What the hell?
Yeah, so it seems like Loki is a prequel to the multiversal war. That's what they're saying.
Yeah, that's the vibe I got because they're part of the reason the whole No Way Home and Spider-Verse is having the whole incursions thing going on, and Doctor Strange and all that. So that I don't know. We'll just have to see how it plays out. I'll definitely catch up on that.
Because really no telling what time period they are technically in when they're in the TVA. They could be in the TVA of the future. Well, I don't know. Time, like they said, time is weird at the TVA. So you don't know if they're like, okay, is this? Are they in the TVA after Endgame? Are they in the TVA before this event? Are they in the TVA in this future event? They don't know until they port somewhere in time and they tell you, oh, this year or whatever. But if they're at the place in the TVA, there's no number. There's no outside information saying, okay, this is where the TVA is in this shot or whatever.
I don't know. This get all over the place. We just have to wait and see at this point.
There's 2 more episodes, and like I said with the previous episode of this week's episode, if you saw the trailers before the show started, there are scenes that haven't been shown yet through the series. So there's still some interesting stuff that's gonna happen, but there's just a lot of questions that are out, and we're just gonna have to wait to see where they're taking this story.
Okay. We'll end the Marvel topic with this last one. Have y'all seen what popped up on a timeline as far as the Marvel book that got released? Or at least it was a
Marvel book.
Yeah, there was a book that was released on the making of the MCU.
I did not see it.
I've heard of that.
Well, maybe you saw in the timeline. Discussing Film talked about it.
I seen it.
What's the one with the Darth Vader Twitter avatar? Y'all know that
Culture?
Page. Culture Crave, is that their name? I don't know. There's so many of them. They broke the news that the original plan for Civil War, so stupid. They were gonna have them fight not against each other. No. They were gonna fight a bunch of robots, super soldiers, and super soldier robots.
What is this fucking Ultimate Alliance 2?
It also confirmed that Bob Iger and Feige had to step in because the person that was over Feige didn't want Black Panther. Thought it wasn't gonna work. Just racist. This racist overtones and stuff. He was just no, that's not gonna work. People are not gonna pay to go see that. And they got him the fuck up out of there because it's the same person that wanted that Civil War bullshit. There's bro, you almost ruined MCU because I don't think people realize how important that Civil War movie was. It came out Same year as Kiki said, the same year Batman v Superman. This despite them to have that competition because this is nowhere
16?
near the comic. 2016. And I think that's really where it peaked off because we saw Black Panther for the first time. And we saw Spider-Man for the first time.
Yeah.
In an Avengers like type movie. Even though this is Captain America 3, it damn near was an Avengers movie. And it set up so much stuff. So it's like they would have went through with this, bro. We wouldn't see MCU today. We wouldn't see
the best suit in my
in-game
opinion.
levels.
It's that Black Panther suit. Mainly because it looks bulky and you can see like the individual fibers like it's woven together. I like that suit. I don't like that nanotech. Looks like he's wearing a fucking spandex suit.
Yeah, I'm over the nanotech. Like the Flash thing, that
it's
really
such
made me
a
mad.
fucking easy thing to do. Oh, I got nanotech. The nanos
goodness.
grow on my skin. I'm like, fuck off.
I got a ring. Let's do that.
Have
like,
some
no,
fiber.
brother.
Have a clothing. Get a zipper. I don't care if it's fucking leather. Make it actually real.
Get a zipper.
Get a fucking zipper. Get that Flash season 4 outfit.
Go down to Party City and get right.
Right? Like, fuck this spandex shit. I don't need to see your goddamn curves and shit.
Speaking of Party City costumes, did y'all see about the Justice League and its like original plans that got like scrapped? So the Man of Steel trilogy, we were supposed to get like Brainiac as the big bad.
That would have been cool.
And they canceled all of that stuff. I just want to know what y'all thoughts on it, bro. Like, how y'all feel that they scrapped all that and did BVS and all that bullshit?
Pretty fucking dumb.
We got cheated.
Cheated, yet not pissed.
I felt the type of way. I'm not gonna lie. I was just like, we were robbed. Like, y'all rushed all this stuff out, and I could have had Brainiac on the big screen. Come on, brother.
At least you get Brainiac in a video game.
Nah, that wasn't it either. I'm not gonna lie. That Injustice game is not it. Oh man. You know what? This will be our random topics. I'm not gonna lie. Delayed takes of the week. That's a canceled thing. I think that's too much work for everybody. So I'm just run through these topics.
Justice League is a thing.
Oh yeah, that is.
Where the
game?
Where's that? What happened to that?
Because that game is about to be garbage.
What?
Kill the Justice League.
That game. I ain't gonna hold you. That game might as well just be canceled indefinitely. But they say it's supposed to drop in February, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. That's what they say. I don't know how true that is.
It's gonna be another Gotham Knights.
You don't know.
As I said, I don't know. As I said, it'll probably at least be decent.
Marvel's Avengers decent?
No.
Marvel's
Avengers
Marvel's Avengers was
well, I want you to think about this. Square Enix.
Garbage.
Square Enix did that game.
Yeah. The games are always.
Why would you want Square Enix? Whoa.
Sometimes.
That was wow.
That's a hot take.
I'm not gonna lie, that Final Fantasy 16 was mid. Yeah. But we're gonna do these topics real quick. We saw Crunchyroll is launching a 24-hour kind of like streaming. Like you'll be able to watch like you watch TV. How that is, they're gonna have that on the site, y'all. Y'all cool with that? Y'all gonna fucking with it? No. Y'all gonna go back to Crunchyroll?
You can watch what?
Just in general, I'm just curious. Like, all right, y'all gonna fuck with it, or y'all just doing anime kids?
Man,
whatever the new website I got.
When it comes to anime, it's just too fucking much because there's so much shit that you could look at. It's like, okay, I need to pick out the one anime that literally trumps most or about 80% of all these shows. Like Demon Slayer, that was very iconic. My Hero, that was very iconic. If I go to fucking Crunchyroll and look at the shit they got, there's different fucking shows on there that are probably good. It's just, where would you even begin?
See, that's why I had Hulu, because I had my animes there, and I just fell off. Like after Bleach ended, I kind of just died a little bit inside, brother. Like I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, but there is an anime, bro. Kiki, what's that anime that was on that we were watching at Pimp C's house? What was it called, bro? It was they went to like the afterlife or something like that, like the underworld.
Are you talking about with that dude with the white hair and he couldn't die?
Bastard?
Yeah.
That's called Hell's Paradise.
Hell's Paradise. That's a reason why I might go back to Crunchyroll, because that one was fire.
Yeah, Hell's Paradise is really good.
Netflix announced the Yu Yu Hakusho live action trailer. I don't want them touching that shit.
Fucking goodness. Can we stop with the live action? I know One Piece was good. I'll watch it probably soon, probably this year. But we stop with the live action stuff. Because it could be a hit or fucking miss, and it's usually a miss.
It might be a miss, who knows? Another live action that got announced, the Gargoyles live action's happening. I know, might be crazy,
Gargoyle?
but
that sounds so familiar.
Nah, I'm ready for that.
Do you know who's directing it though?
I've been waiting my whole life for this.
Do you know who's directing it though, Kiki?
I don't know. Please tell me.
James Wan.
Oh, okay. So it's gonna be
it's
gonna be okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's probably why. That's probably why they're remastering the old NES game. Come to think of it, that's probably the exact reason.
It's a fucking video game.
Really? Mm-hmm. They're remastering it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, Gargoyles. Hold up.
Oh, okay.
I'm seeing a cartoon. Okay. That's what I think it is.
Yeah, Disney. Yeah, Disney cartoon. That got canceled. Sadly.
Oh, lastly, my life.
Another one. The Boy and the Heron. They announced the dub casting, and oh my god! Once I saw William Dafoe's on there, Christian Bale.
Oh yeah, I seen that.
Oh my god! Just look up the casting on there. It's A1. So I usually will go for sub.
Oh, okay.
But I might have to watch it in dub. I might have to watch it in both. I'm not gonna lie, because that dub casting seems A1.
Dude, what is this anime style? Almost looks 90s.
Hey man, it's the best anime production in the game right now. But lastly, Avatar: The Last Airbender live action pictures were released.
Oh, they're gonna reach.
To be honest,
they're gonna redo that.
To be honest with that Avatar thing, it don't look half bad. Now that I've actually seen some like screenshots of it, it don't look just terrible.
No, it looked good. I'm not gonna lie. I was cracking jokes at first. I was like, I don't like how Zuko looks, but I'm like,
but outside of that though, it looked pretty good though. Like I was a little hesitant on it first, but I actually probably will sit back and watch it. Maybe it might be a decent watch.
All right, so last topic, of course.
Looks pretty good.
First things first, we didn't talk about it, and I'm definitely on Delayed Gaming. I will talk more in depth about it on episode 4 when that drops. Stay tuned. But Omni-Man trailer for Mortal Kombat, and he's releasing next week. I believe November 6th, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna be honest with you. People were like kind of gassing it. That mug don't look it, bro. Like he moving real slow. The fatalities is A1.
They're only gassing because it's Omni-Man and Invincible Season 2 about to drop. That's literally the only reason.
And I see what they're doing. Warner Bros. Doing the crossover. Cool. But the gameplay, once I realized and found out that it's the same inputs as Scorpion's gameplay, I was like, oh yeah, nah. I lost all interest in it. Like I'm already over that game. So I'm like, whatever. But
ain't they charging $10 for a fatality, dude?
Yeah, which I'm gonna rip them a new asshole on Delay Gaming about it. But that they dropped that trailer alongside the Invincible trailer. Did y'all watch it? How y'all feeling about it?
Oh, it's gonna be gas. Like I can already tell you right now, it's gonna be gas. I am a little I'm not really ready for the Invincible stands to come out the woodworks again, but it is what it is. Well, let me rephrase that. TV stands, my fault.
Okay. King, how you feeling, brother? I know you saw the trailer.
You're doing this for nothing. That's what I feel like. I will be talking whenever I get Omni-Man, just because I don't play Mortal Kombat like that, because I don't even have it downloaded on my PlayStation right now. Whenever I do go ahead and get Omni-Man, I'm going to just be talking in Omni-Man quotes the entire fight.
Oh, man.
Every time. I will not care. I'm barely going to play. I'm probably going to play for like 2 or 3 days and never pick it up again. I don't care. I'm going to have fun. Because he looked good in the gameplay. I need that. I don't care if it's not balanced. I don't care if the game's broken.
I don't think it's gonna be a broken character. It's just Scorpion.
In general.
I feel like
were nerfs.
I feel like I'm not even saying that Omni-Man got to be as fast as Superman, but I just feel like he should like. I kind of see what you talked about where you say like he moved kind of slow. Like that's not what I pictured Omni-Man like moving like when.
I expected him to move like Black Adam in Shazam from Injustice. That's what I expected, and that was not it. He was moving real sluggish, but the brutality is there for him. Like he has what it has from the show. So I don't know.
So that worries me on how Homelander's gonna move then.
Oh yeah, Alex. I understand that. Smoke mains, they're pretty bad. You can learn their moves, but once you start getting into reptiles and a bunch of other people, which I heard they nerfed the game too, but I've lost interest in that game. It's got to be a Hail Mary to get me back on there. Like I'm pretty much over that game. Lastly, let's talk about Omni-Man versus Homelander, brother. Let's make this quick because I think that was the funniest like online debate ever. Because it's just like
who would win?
Let me go ahead and say it. Homelander wins in the milk drinking contest.
There you go.
Yeah. I don't like that people are just making it seem like he not gonna get his punches in, but like for sure, like it's not even
he's not even getting punches in. I'm gonna be so honest with y'all. That's a wash.
He gonna get some punches. They just he's
not
just gonna
touching
eat them mugs. He's just gonna look at them like that's it.
It's because when you compare Homelander to how he is to the rest of the boys, like he's pretty like obviously to them he's strong as shit, but Homelander lacks any real fighting experience, and Omni-Man literally might as well just be like a Krypton, like a weaker Kryptonian or something,
bro. Like,
so
because it's like
I would go for Omni-Man.
They could, because it's like they said over and over before in the show, we could nuke Homelander and probably take him out if we needed to. You ain't nuking Omni-Man. I don't care.
You can't. Let me put it to you like this: the only thing that was probably that was going to be able to kill Omni-Man, at least in that season 1 finale, was those little clones. They had like maybe 10 more of those.
Oh, the Animan?
Yeah, the Animan. That they had like maybe 10, maybe 20 Animans, and that little kaiju that's getting ready to eat them up. But that's it. That's probably it. And maybe the Immortal. That's it. Those are the only 3 things that could possibly, as far as...
I feel like that'd be the only thing that might give him a chance. But he still, once he get like, all right, bro, y'all stop playing with me. You must not know who I am.
I mean, yeah, but remember, like my boy was getting ready to get 8 paws before Mark swooped in. So, like, I mean,
that's true.
I'm not saying like take it. He'll be a lot harder to check down on Omni than Homelander, but I feel like he can be done. You just because Classic D-Man, he kind of pointed it out. Like as fast as Omni-Man appears to be, he's really not that fast because he wasn't even fast enough to really capture Cecil. And when that boy Cecil was teleporting.
True. So you think it's pretty accurate that he's moving slow in the game in Mortal Kombat? Or maybe I'm just tweaking.
You're tweaking.
Okay. So if Omni-Man was in like any other type of, I know Mortal Kombat isn't superheroes, but if he was in a superhero game,
they damn near are.
Yeah, but the way he's but like not in Mortal Kombat. I feel like in Mortal Kombat, because I feel like personally in Mortal Kombat he should move at least a little bit faster. Like just a little bit. Like there is no reason for him to be just that slow. Like
I don't know, man. And yeah,
like,
I'm not saying
I'm not saying.
What if
he
the trailer was slowed down? You know, you never know. It's what I don't know how well. I was gonna make it an example like when companies show off their characters or show off the world or whatever they're trying to like demo for you, they tend to slow things down so you could see what's happening or
I gotta
see
stop
the
you
world.
there because well, when it came to the Baraka and General Shao trailers, and we talked about it here on this pod, they sped up the trailers, like they sped up the gameplay. Fast as hell, but when you play the actual game, they are not that fast. Especially General Shao, he's slow as shit. But Alex, I see your comment, brother. Definitely rewatch Invincible. I'm rewatching it. Like that's one of those shows that are that good. Like if a show is that good and it's a classic, I'll rewatch it. Like, and that's one of those shows. Not every show I rewatch to keep up to date because you know they do recaps, but this one of those shows where I'll rewatch the whole thing because it's that damn good. It's up there. And oh yeah, of course, I see your comment about the being a weapon wheel. We definitely appreciate you having us on there, and hopefully we get a movie guys crossover because I think it's got to happen one day, brother. I think people will enjoy the content.
Yes, sir.
Do you guys have any other topics here? Because I did have like the Miramax buying out the Halloween cinematic universe. Like they're gonna start one on Peacock. I don't know how y'all felt about that.
Wait. So like, is it like the Michael Myers Halloween or
those guys?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't.
They're talking about all of the
I don't know how I feel
horror
about that because
characters.
Them last
like
two Halloween movies was not it.
Yeah. So it's
I don't know. I don't know. I'll keep an open mind, but
because they had that on Peacock, but Miramax got it now. So I wonder what they're gonna do with that. So it's kind of weird. It's a weird domain, and
because I ain't gonna lie, anytime they try to sit up here and make a cinematic universe with Halloween characters, it never really ends too well.
Yeah, it's kind of weird territory.
Wasn't the last crossover with Jason and Freddy? And that ended in a draw. Well, no. I think Voorhees won, but Freddy doesn't die. Yeah, he winked at the last, and that movie didn't do so well, if I remember correctly.
Be for real. You only watched them. We only watched that movie for the kills. Be for real.
I only watched it for Jason.
I watched it for the fight, not for what the fuck was happening at the beginning.
Niggas watched that for the kills and maybe that end fight. That's really it, bro.
Oh yeah,
I say they should keep these.
I can't tell you a single.
I saw car going off. I saw the what's it called, Nightmare on Elm Street movies for the first time.
Like the 80s ones?
Like wow, they were out there. One, Freddys funny as hell.
Yeah.
Two, didn't know Lawrence Fishburne went by Larry Fishburne before he became big. And that was the main reason I was like, oh, let me watch all these movies. So I had never seen them. I never had any interest in it. I just thought this concept was dumb. I don't know. A nigga in a sweatshirt just going around killing people with some Wolverine knives. I was like, I don't know.
No, he got a reason for why he killing people. It might be you could say it's a little petty, but
it was petty.
Well, not even really petty, but like
it's because he was killed by like some people in town or something.
Yeah, he
was killed by the parents because he was a what's it called, a serial killer, like just killing like kids. He was just a kid serial killer, and parents ganged up on him.
Sort of background.
Yeah, and they burnt him in like a boiler room and stuff. Like they burnt him alive.
Yeah, I remember hearing something about that. Like I said, I still have yet to watch those movies. I've watched Jason. I think I watched almost Michael Myers, almost all of them.
Yeah, I haven't watched all the Halloween movies. Like I didn't even know. I was so confused because like I think it was called H20 or something like that, and it had
H2O.
Yeah.
I was just like, huh, what is this? I'm like, they already did this?
It's just Halloween 20. It's just Halloween 20. That's what it
was like. All right.
20 years later. But
not canon.
but yeah, like that. But that Dude, Nightmare on Elm Street. That came out like in 2010. Don't watch it. That movie ass.
It didn't look
That
good.
2009, that was not good.
I looked at that cover, was like, nah.
Yeah, that mug wasn't it, bro.
Let me look at this Nightmare.
Yeah, it don't look good, brother. But yeah, y'all got any last topics or any shameless plugs we roll out here?
Hey, my stuff gonna be linked at the bottom of my link tree. Just follow me, subscribe.
Oh no, that's
I'm gonna be uploading consistently because I actually have been uploading consistently this month. Somebody edit the applause in or something.
Hey,
Oh
now
my
you
God.
still slacking, brother.
Yeah.
Because you've been playing one of the game of the years, and then I'm probably gonna buy the second game.
Hold up.
But
I'm on your head. I'm on your head. You put up a 4-hour stream. Look, I get it. Some people might be in streams.
That stream
you
was
need to
like
start
12 hours. I put up the first 4 hours.
You need to start clipping it, like actually editing it, making like
shorts,
like short videos. Not shorts. I mean like actual like you know
compilations.
No, like Afro
Like-
Senju is a prime example of the way he's been doing it. He put out a new one like yesterday, I think. That's like 20 minutes. But like have it edited. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know, but that takes more time and stuff. And I'm already doing such
yeah.
a series that I'm editing as it is. So I'm like, let me just upload the stream and I'm just
Hey, I ain't trying to hear that, brother. I want you to do.
I mean, you
put
can
it
do both.
Yeah, that's compilations.
I need you to go out there and put it in the best, brother.
Nah, I'll do that for my Def Jam because that's what I had planned. But I'm like, I don't want these Spider-Man joints to go nowhere. He want to make 30-minute videos and edits. I'd love to do that, but that's too much of what I already know I'm trying to do, especially with the stream stuff I got planned this week.
Nah, brother. I need you to put out the fullest, the best of content, that King Kareem content. God. And that's another thing. What's going on with your name, brother? I told you can change it. What you waiting on?
What you mean? Didn't I change it?
You got 2 different names and stuff.
No, that's all the same now.
Look your name right now, man.
Look your name. You can't always go off of one.
Here we go, brother. No.
Here you go, Kiki the Don, aka the Polo Don, aka get what you need.
Aliases.
You can't do that.
Uspa King.
You was Kino the Don for one episode, and people was on your head. It was like, this is not it.
Kino der Toten.
Kino the Don
is.
That's crazy, bro.
Keep that in the drafts, brother.
Man, look. You can ask Wolf. One of our friends on Xbox used to call me that, bro. Like I cannot.
It wasn't me, brother. I don't know who was calling you that. It was
before we started talking to you on the game. It was long.
Oh man.
Yeah.
But Wolf, you got any plugs? TikToks?
I do have a TikTok, but I haven't uploaded. Yeah, my TikTok is Woo, WEAUXX. That's how you pronounce it. Woo.
Sir, man, we'll put that all in the description.
I ain't gonna lie, your name sometimes, like when I be tagging you on Twitter and stuff for the pod, your name sometimes, Wolf, just almost makes me want to have an aneurysm.
Because I spelled it just like how you would pronounce dough in French.
So you gotta change that one.
I'll be like,
dough.
I'll be choking my phone out, bro, because I'm like, why this dude not popping up?
It's to the point where I have like when I ask you.
Just remember, bro.
One time, I literally have it saved in a note file on my phone, so I don't even have to. So and I just copy and paste it every time.
Just put DE and you'll be fine.
And then Kiki, we got his show coming out, Kiki the Don.
Yes,
Kiki the Don show. So be on the lookout for that. That should be dropping next week.
Yes, sir.
That was a wet ass burp.
That's
I kind of came out nowhere. It snuck up on me. I'm not gonna lie. I'm sorry, y'all.
Like you
I didn't have my right browser open to mute my mic.